Hello and welcome back to another practice with me, Catherine, the Yoga Goblin. I've been a little under the weather this week, so instead of a full-on practice, I'm just going to do some things that kind of help me move along in my healing journey. Come down to a comfortable seat. We're going to start off with our pranayama practice this time because I'm still a little congested. I want to clear the sinuses up. This is called Nadi Shodhana. We've done this before. Just start off, relax, sit up nice and tall, relax your shoulders. And we're going to do some alternate nostril breathing. So take your right hand, bend down your index finger and your middle finger for Vishnu Mudra. Take it and turn it towards you. You're going to close one nostril and breathe in. And then you're going to switch, closing with your thumb and breathe out. Then breathe in again, switch over, breathe out. Breathe in, switch, and breathe out. You can just do this at your own pace. And if you need to go get a tissue to clean up, that's understandable, but we're just trying to clear up our nasal passages and get some fresh air in our lungs. I know it's kind of gross, but it helps. Being sick is gross. Remember to keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Pull the belly button into the spine to get all the old air out. Breathe in nice and slow. And that's enough of that. What we're going to do next is just kind of rub our sinuses. Just do like a dry rub all over. Some people call this Garshana. Some people call it Gua Sha. Other people call it dry brushing. Whatever, but we're just trying to work the lymph out of our system. You're all swollen. Hopefully you've been drinking water. So this is gonna just kind of help you drain all of that old gross fluid, all that old lymph out. So just working your way down, rubbing your neck. Your neck's probably sore from coughing or propping yourself up. I'm working from my fingers and my arms, always massaging towards the heart. But there's no real science. I mean, there's a science to it, but like what I'm doing is I'm just rubbing everything towards my heart. And if you want to use oil or dry powder, you can, but this is also helpful. Once we're done with that, we go down to the legs, and like I said, we're massaging everything towards the heart. So working our way up. We move over to the other foot. And this might seem excessive, but some people do this every day. And I think it's interesting how this was like a part of an Ayurvedic routine. Like people would massage themselves daily, and now like we're so in a hurry to get ready. Not everybody takes time to do this for themselves, and it's really beneficial. Like this is doing it for me right now. I don't know if you can tell because I'm still pretty miserable, but this is really hitting the spot. Get that belly. Cough up a little lung butter there. Come down to your sit bones if you came up like I did to rub your buns. And let's touch our ears to our shoulders slowly, one at a time, just to loosen up your neck. Because I know that's not the most comfortable sleep. You've been coughing. You've been trying to drain your sinuses all night. Let's look up and down like we're nodding our head yes. Just loosen up any of those cricks in your neck. Look left to right. Get a little twist in there. Be gentle with yourself. And then we'll do some nice slow circles here. Let's go the other way. Let's roll the shoulders back, bring them up, back and down. And let's come forward with them. Get some circles in your wrist here. Just waking up the joints. Getting back out there, getting some movement. I am not 100% at this point, but I still want to move my body. This here is spine flossing, so I'm going to grab my knee. I look up and I look down. I point my toe when I look down. I flex my foot when I look up. And this is great if you have sciatic pain. Sometimes, let's switch over. Sometimes, like, if I've been in bed too long, it hurts. When you get old, you can sleep too long and it hurts. So this spinal flossing kind of loosens up some of the buildup around the sciatica. So let's come over onto all fours and do some cat-cows. Once again, to loosen up our spine. We've been laying in bed. We gotta get some movement in there. Just go at your own pace. Pull that spine up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin into your chest. And let's sit back for a child's pose. Really just listen to your body here. We're going to move through our arms and roll up into a cobra. Let your hips follow you. Lift up. Now, if you're not at 100% and you're really tired, you can also just kind of grab some pillows and do some restorative yoga. This is still kind of a stretch compared to however you might have been laying. If you're like in the fetal position or whatever, that's good too. But if you're feeling up to it, come into your cobra. And let's push up, sit back, down into our child's pose. Get a nice stretch in your hips. Let's walk the fingertips over to the left. Pull through your ribs to the right. Get a nice stretch in your side there. Come back to the center. Walk your fingertips over to the left. Come back to the center. Come forward for another cobra. Maybe you want to just do some pulses here. Just listen to your body. Listen to what you need. I'm tucking my toes under. We're coming up into a downward dog. And already we're gonna pick the right leg up, swoop it under for pigeon pose. Try to keep your hips square with the front of the mat. If you can't come all the way down, that's fine. And just kind of rest into it. Give your hips a little stretch. Come back up to downward dog. Let's do the other leg now. Just rest into it. Come back up into downward dog. Come down to your knees, touch the toes together, sit back into child's pose. And we're gonna come up onto our knees. Just assess how you're feeling. Feel like coming down into frog pose to open up our hips just a little bit. Keep your knees, ankles, and hips at a 45-degree angle. And just rest as you get a stretch in your groin. Try to draw your hips towards the ground. From here, we're going to come up into a comfortable seat and bring our feet together for butterfly pose. Remember to keep your spine nice and long. Soften your gaze and just take it easy. Try to assess your body and the way you're feeling right now and what you might need. This is Dottie. She's been diligently overseeing my recovery this week. She also likes to hoard my yoga mat. She also likes to bite me. Let's see if I can navigate myself around her. And we're gonna go ahead and roll down onto our backs. I'm pulling my knees into my chest here and rocking back and forth. And this will give you like a gentle massage, which is nice if you've been sore from being laid up in bed all week. And this is where I take a second, assess how I feel. Maybe if you're feeling better, you want to get up and go for a walk and get some fresh air. But me, I think I'm going to go back to bed. I'm going to drink some tea. And hopefully I'll be back stronger and better than ever next week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe for new videos every week.